Okay, what happened last time? It's been like 2 months since we did our last case, and nothing else has come up, unsurprisingly. Although we went up against the fucking Reaper of the Valley and no one else wants us to represent them. It's called racism. It's homophobic, is what it is. Ow. And we got a telegram today, but Susato won't show me what's on it, so I'm assuming it's something about her family or her dad. But she won't tell us until later, and I'm like, girl, it's almost the end of the game, just tell me now. And now we're in Sherlock Holmes's, not in his apartment, but his apartment building. We got an office there. And, of course, there's some shenanigans with Sherlock Holmes. And then we find Gina again, the little pickpocket. And this weird man who's been stalking her or something. We deduce this, and we're gonna see what he says as a response, or as his reasoning, I guess. Okay, cool. I was just doing a little recap. Oh yeah, and now he's gonna shoot us. Because we won't give him what he needs. I also saved right here, and I was like, I'm not gonna fucking hand over the disc, but I also don't want to die. Would he actually shoot me, though? I'm the protagonist. Mid-hairstyle? Okay. Well, you should have looked at him last episode. Or last time, because he was like an emo kid. I will not hand over the disc. There are some things a man must protect at all costs. This may well be one of those things. Then again, it may not. Mr. Windibank! Yeah, yesterday. This is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that were to happen, I should have to take my own life. Mr. Windibank? No. Alright, that's enough. Inspector Gregson. Inspector? That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. So we got here as fast as we could. Now what's all this about, eh? Oh, praise be, you're here at last. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life and my very own establishment. It would seem you have the upper hand. Right, you lot have got some playing to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty argy-bargy. Argy-bargy. I can't remember if they say argy-bargy or argy-bargy. Petty? Mr. Windibank very nearly met with his end. Yeah, by his own gun, as far as I can tell. Oh dear. The whole of Britain could meet with its end if I don't get to the bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on. What? What on earth is the case, Inspector? Spare no detail, Gregson. I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, sir, you're gonna have to come with me down to the station. But of course, Inspector. I fucking knew it. He's getting away! Get after him, lads! Whistle the beat officer, too! Sir. There's been a spate of thefts at pawnshops around here recently. So we fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there's trouble. Oh. Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a while. Very worried indeed. Now then, Mr. Permanently in Mournin'. Oh, yeah? I'll be taking that whatever it is of McGilded's down to the yard. Thank you very much. So hand it over. Oh, yes, of course. No, don't! Don't give it to him! It's mine, that is. Mine! Sorry, miss. But anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now. As evidence? If the police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow, we have no choice but to capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. Damn, Gina, tell us what's up. And so we handed Mr. McGilded's disc over to Inspector Gregson, and were summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the street. We didn't even eat breakfast yet. What kind were you looking at? Too closely together. Rip. See, that's why I hate grown-ups. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you. Oh really, Miss Lestrade? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my, surely you were given that. Yeah, the D let me keep it, after I looked daggers at him for long enough. He went through the pockets and said, "Go on then, Avid," before telling me to scupper. Always pays off, giving people a look like you ate them. I can't help feeling that it's going to get you into serious trouble one day. Both can be true. What I really wanted was a nice shiny disc, mind. The music box disc? But Mr. Windibank said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give him a long, hard stare. I think not, Miss Lestrade. You shan't enter Windibanks again today. Why not? That's not fair. It can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Windibank. But that is mine. I had to take it for this coat, and it was in this coat's pocket. And there should be something else and all. That's what that rotten cove said, didn't he? Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too. Whatever it is. Now she's really pushing her luck. Miss Lestrade, I think it's time to admit defeat. You've had your haul for the day. Yeah, it's all your fault, Sholmes. So what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Eh? Iris would be delighted to cook, I'm sure. Then I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. Wait, it's dinner already? We haven't even eaten breakfast. Agree regardless. That makes sense. Nota. Oh. Why would I come around your place, eh? Have you lost your head or something? Okay. No food for you then. Oh dear, she's gone. Having reviled on me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering if perhaps she might turn up anyway. Interesting. Once she's had a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she'll decide to come. Very well then. I'll inform Iris to set a place for our potential guests at the dinner table this evening. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later too. Sorry? I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you. Oh, how exciting! What is it? You shall have to wait and see, Miss Susato. Until later then. Anything else we can look at here? I guess we'll just go back to our office. Ah, Susie and Runo, come in, come in. Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you so much for breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at the time already. Busy as always? I am. I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening. Already? You're obviously cooking something special, are you? Oh yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who it is? Go on, hehe, you'll never guess. Look at those little eyes of her shining. Oh dear, it is awkward when you already know the answer, isn't it? True. It's Ginny! Isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise! Yes, that's wonderful news. Oh god, her cheek. It's going haywire. Wow, Iris seems overjoyed at the idea. I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional. Oh yes, it does sound like fun. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate, are you, Mr. Naruhodo? By the way, Iris, what's Mr. Sholmes up to? Probably. Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back. Hello, Mr. Sholmes? I beg that you won't speak to me. Sorry? I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. As you can see, I'm not here. I don't know how to respond to that. I do apologize. When he gets like this, he's completely oblivious to everything. Yes, I see. Really, he behaves just like a child sometimes, Hurley does. Mr. Sholmes and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Yes, except that Iris is clearly the parent here. Come to think of it. True. I wonder where her real parents are. What's the matter, Runo? You have ever such a funny look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Sholmes, you're wondering? Am I right? How did you... Oh, Runo, I can read you like a book. Ugh, this girl is dangerous. Don't worry, you can ask me anything. I won't mind. You can finally learn why the fuck she's here. So, by Ginny, you mean Miss Estrade, the young woman from the McGilda case 2 months ago, right? Maybe Ryunosuke just has a very readable face. Yes, who also saw my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although after that trial, I invited her back here and we had dinner together. And now we're the best of friends. Oh, hehe, what a lovely tale. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she runs away as fast as she can. Oh. And I chase after her down the back alleys. Interesting idea of friendship. And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I've developed. Oh. There are so many beautiful colors in the world. Ginny wants me to make a whole rainbow. I suppose this means you've let Miss Estrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you? Yes, that's right. I got bored of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now. Poor Hurley. Ooh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been too long since she last came over. I'm so excited. I just hope she doesn't actually come. Aw, she's so cute. I'm sure you've been wondering why it is that I live here with Hurley, haven't you? Well, it has crossed my mind. That and where are your real parents? My mommy and daddy aren't with me anymore. Mommy passed away when I was born. And at around the same time my father... Well, he had to go to a faraway land because of one of the cases he and Hurley were working on. Oh. Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley? Yes. Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together. Oh. Oh. She didn't mention that before. He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what's in the metal test over there. Really, he recorded them all. So, you mean it's true? Mr. Sholmes really did have a partner with whom he tackled some of his most taxing cases. Oh yes, I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it? So Mr. Sholmes' partner was your father? Exactly. Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. That only made me want to look even more. So I opened it up. And found your father's memoirs. Yes, so I asked Hurley, who wrote these? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me, that's when I found out that the author of all those accounts was my father. So Iris's father was Mr. Sholmes' partner. Okay, so he did actually have a Wilson/Watson. I've practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So, it came as quite a shock. When Hurley told me he wasn't really my daddy, I mean... It must have done. I wonder why Mr. Sholmes chose to tell you at such a young age. Hurley says it's because he wouldn't have been able to hide it from me. Oh? Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his ways have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when people are lying before they open their mouths sometimes. Right. Anyway, I was so fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, actually. I'd always assumed Mr. Sholmes simply told you all those thrilling stories. Oh no, Hurley's hopeless like that. Forgets everything. As soon as you solve the case, it all but vanishes from his mind. Damn, he doesn't have the mind palace. Solved. Oh, I see. The other day was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again! It was quite a shock for everyone. I can say that again. You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Dr. John H. Wilson. I learned from his diaries that he's a doctor of medicine, you see. That's what prompted me to study and study so that I could earn a doctorate as well. You're like 12 or 8. Iris's father, who went to some distant land and is a doctor by the name of John H. Wilson. No. No fucking way. This is the same Wilson? We're like John H. Wilson. And then we're like, wait a minute. Time is a circle. Oh my god. Wait, we gotta tell her what happened. Or tell Sherlock or whatever. That's right. The visiting professor of medicine at Imperial Yume University. And the man who, in the most bizarre of circumstances, lost his life just before we left Japan. I don't know. Miss Susato. Yes? Perhaps you shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time. I think that would be for the best. Damn. Ah, my dear fellows. How good to see you. Eek, Mr. Sholmes. Why ever did you not make your presence known to me before? Huh. Well, no matter now. So, how the devil are you? We've been with you for most of the day. Goodness, really? I feel like he knows. But I don't know. You tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin unscathed? Hmm? My violin? Whatever are you talking about, dear madam? Oh, never mind that now. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear fellows. Oh, another music box disc. No, not another disc, Miss Susato. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence, Mr. McGilden's disc. Oh my. Then, what's it doing here? You know, at times, Mr. Naruhodo, I think that though I have an undeniable turn for detection, no. I may well be even more adept at larceny. Oh shit! Ooh, that would be wonderfully exciting! I'd be your pickpocketing assistant! And Bruno could be our go-to lawyer if we ever got caught. Right. Don't tell me this, though. Plus, Susie has such beautiful handwriting, she could write all our menacing crime notifications. Yes, I'd be delighted. I'm just going to pretend this conversation never happened, I think. How the fuck? It had blood on it. How? I don't understand. How did that disc come to be in your possession? I thought Inspector Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carry some of this. That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes. Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, did he make imprints in it? If you will humor me, my dear fellows, cast your minds back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. I wonder if it's straight caramel. Dana, whatever it is, blah 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 blah, give it to me. Sure. Fuck you. Oh, he handed it to him. Don't remember how he got it from my hands, because I definitely had it. For the briefest of moments, I had the disc in my hand, did I not? Yes. Yes, you did, but I still don't understand. It was at precisely that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into a pair of bars. Like this. That's amazing! The disc and all the minuscule protrusions have made an image in the caramel. Indeed, this caramel is quite exceptional. I developed it myself, you know. I don't know if I could eat straight caramel. Clearly soft for making impressions, but resistant to melting. The result of a precisely controlled solution. How extraordinary. Carrying a pair of these in one's person frequently proves very useful indeed. Caramel cubes? I don't think so, no. Take a house key, for example. A simple press and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Yes, it sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. I confess I was most curious to know what manner of music would issue from the disc when played. Well, Hold on, are those, what's it called? Werther's Originals? Those are caramel drops, right? I've had that. Yeah, but I don't know if I could eat like a whole caramel bar. Do tell us then, Mr. Sholmes, what music does the disc play? Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea? None whatsoever. Are you familiar with the workings of a music box, my dear fellows? No, I'm afraid not. I can eat a whole chocolate bar. I can eat American chocolate bar in one sitting. That's because it's so shitty I could eat it all. Swiss bars? I can't. I have to pace myself. No, I'm afraid not. Goodness, you don't know, Bruno. Inside a music box, there's a special metal piece called a comb. That's what produces the sound. Small protuberances pluck the different teeth of the comb as they rotate past it, making the different notes. The first music boxes to be invented using a rotating cylinder... Wait. The first music boxes to be invented used a rotating cylinder with protuberances on it. I know how they work, but I guess Ryunosuke doesn't. But over time, a new type of player was produced which uses discs such as these. Oh, so it's like a precursor to fucking CDs? With that development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe. Why, exactly. Because the discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of different tunes. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result. It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music even when no performer is present. But it is the very success of the invention that means we are now presented with an insurmountable problem. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one's firm music box does not match that of another. And we have no way of knowing in which music box this particular disc was designed to be played. There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. Why don't we ask Gina? Ah, I see. So that's why... Precursor to vinyl? Okay, that makes more sense. Naturally, I tested the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. The results were equally unsatisfactory in this one. It sounds spooky. So, I am presently engaged in acquiring an example of all the music boxes ever made in Europe. Every single one! That's Hurley for you, always taking things too far. But my dear girl, an unsolved riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely all the different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume of music boxes, won't it? Yes, that is certainly true, in the worst case. I shall just have to ask you to vacate the attic room. What? Hey. Magnus McGilded, not a name I expected to hear again so soon. Yes, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. On fire! Blah 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 blah. Him. Why don't they show me ads for games? I get ads for games all the time. On YouTube. But then I also get Spanish ads, so I don't know. So true. Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilda's innocence in the trial, the newspapers are still claiming that it remains an unsolved case. What'd you miss? Oh, we're just like McGilded. Damn. Fucked up how that happened, huh? The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. Gina must know something. Thrice-fired. I keep wanting to say thrice-fried. Although Mr. McGilda was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if that was the right judgment or not. Because either way it makes sense, because bricks are fried. No, they're not. They're fired. It would appear the case is not yet closed. Well, it's time I started getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris. Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. There's plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with a pawnbroker. Oh. I mean, that could... I think that was also true, too. But he was also a brickmaker, so I don't know. Maybe all that can be true. Yes, you may be right. Oh, that reminds me of something Mr. Windibank said before. He said that he had a manuscript of Iris's in pawn, didn't he? Did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom, were his words, I believe. You heard about that, did you? I expect you were as incensed as I was. Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing in Mr. Windibank's storeroom gathering dust. My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it. More secure than a bank's vault. Gregson literally said there's been a string of... excuse me, thefts. Wow, that was a weird sound I made. It was like a burp hiccup, sorry. And what about your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure? Well, there may be the occasional mix-up. Caused by a certain impetuous someone not too far from me now. Do you have any idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Oh, it's that story. Oh, it sounds so exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love to read it. Is this one of the stories that just went to public domain this year? I don't remember. Wait, how does she know the title? Ah! What's going on here? Why does it feel like an icy chill just swept through the room? Susie, what did you say? You said the Hound of the Baskervilles. But how could you know the full title? Well, that's because Mrs. Sato is such a great fan of all the stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course. But Runo, the Hound of the Baskervilles, has never been published. What? When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand. That's why he said that he'd keep it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see. So that's why the manuscript is at Windibank's. And yet, how could Susie here know his title? Well, Hurley, what's going on? Ah. What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It would appear our guest has arrived. Bitch, you did not explain anything. Stop changing the subject. Public domain now. Neat. How does Susato know? We need to ask her. Girl, you have so many secrets. I need to know. Mrs. Strahd. This was a bad idea. I knew I weren't welcome. I'm going. No, wait! Mrs. Strahd. We've all been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Haven't we, Iris? Let's perk up a little, guys. Come on. We got a guest over. Yes, just wait there, Ginny. We'll have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie. Points gun. Come along, Susie. Right, of course. It's a pleasure to see you here, Mrs. Strahd. Please, make yourself at home. Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along in. What say you to some Mendelssohn? I won't take no for an answer. Meddlesome it is, then. That is not what he said. Come on, Ryunosuke. Kitty! Yeah! Meow! Is Otto and Dina the same age? Let's see. Susato's 16, Gina's 17. Okay, she's like, yeah, they're about the same age. Iris is only 10. Girl! Oh, you like this guy's name? Edgar Benedict? I'm pretty sure it's a fake name. He tried to kill us. That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. Mr. Sholmes' violent performance was in no way meddlesome, and Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed. Oh, neat! I wish I could learn also. Everyone thoroughly enjoyed themselves well into the night. How to steal? How to pickpocket? I was reading it to you. Come on. That was a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oh yes, Iris's cooking was truly divine. And I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin even now. Best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we're in court. Naruhodo-san, could I consult with you about something, I wonder? What's the matter, Susato-san? It's about the telegram I received. Yes, finally. Tell us, tell us. Ah. The one that arrived first thing this morning, I suppose. I've been summoned. What? Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from the Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart has asked to see me. Yeah, this morning. This was in yesterday's stream. The Lord Chief Justice? When? Tomorrow morning. Yeah, why the fuck? How do you know? Maybe she is a psychic. What? Then we have to start preparing at once. Oh, no, that won't be necessary, Naruhodo-san. I've been summoned alone. Alone? What on earth for? I have no idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow. They're gonna frame her for something. What's all this about? Whatever it is, it's making me feel very uneasy. She's dead. Oh, who could that be, I wonder? Good evening, friends! Ah, Iris. Hello again. And Gina, too! Yes, Ginny's going to stay with us tonight. She's going to sleep in with me. Isn't that right, Ginny? Well, yeah. How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. This late? You know, I've learned so much today. Oh, what? In particular? that you fucking know the name of the manuscript that I'm writing. All those things Ginny showed us, wasn't it wonderful? Oh, you mean all those pickpocketing techniques? We had fun trying them out on each other, didn't we? I think I've awakened a natural talent. I could ever earn a living from it. You might be getting ahead of yourself a little there. Girl, you're already a doctor, or about to get your doctorate. You don't need a pickpocket. I'm choosing to ignore. So, what brings you up to our humble quarters at this late hour? Well, you see, I came to return this. Wait, what? That's mine. Oh my, however did you... I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it. Oh yes, I'd forgotten. She stole our armband. That was Kazuma's! Iris literally is a child genius. So anyway, here. You can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it, though. I guess we didn't tell her the fucking backstory of our best friend. Thank you. Alright then, good night! Yes, good night. You can ask Susato why the fuck she knows. We're all here, we can all gang up on her. So this is your office, is it? What do you think, Ginny? I think I wouldn't fancy me chances with a lawyer who lives in a place like this. Yes, me too. It seems as though Iris here still has something she'd like to talk about. I suppose she probably wants to talk about the manuscript. Yes, I suppose she probably does. Hold on. Tell me what you think of this! Bruno, what are you doing? Look, I'm not gonna steal nothing, alright? It's all junk anyway. Charming. I suppose I should engage our guests in conversation, really. No! I need to know if this is a spade or a shovel to you. Me and Susato got an argument. I was like, spade or tiny? This is a shovel. Then she's like, no! This is a spade! The small one's a shovel. And I'm like, girl... I need more input from everyone else. Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you going to tell me? I'm so sorry. I need a little more time, please. Alright, I understand. I hope I haven't made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris, not at all. What do I think it is? It's a shovel. Spades are the little tiny ones for like flower pots. That's a trowel. Okay, you can fuck off. I don't know what all this is about really, but it's all a story you made up, is it, Iris? This mantle script or whatever you call it. It's not exactly a story that I made up. It's something I read in Daddy's diaries. Daddy's? That's right. I don't suppose I've mentioned it to you before, JD, but my daddy was Hurley's assistant once, his partner. Eh? They solved all sorts of strange and mysterious cases together. Is that right, mister? Did she get the pink hair from her mom? I'm thinking now. Apparently so. I was as surprised as you are, though. And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down you see in his diaries. So I study them, write my stories based on what actually happened. So, where's your old man now, then? He had to go away on urgent business to a faraway land, and he'll be gone a very long time. So, I've never really met him. Fuck. Oh, right. Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. No, she never will. Fuck off! Iris, this Hound of the Baskerville story. Take it that it's another tale inspired by your father's accounts. That's right. I thought it was fascinating. But it's different somehow. From the other cases, I mean. Oh, how? I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I'd written it and I showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a sheet. It was the first time I've ever seen him like that. It pains me to have to say this after you've toiled over it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances. But why not? It's one of my best works. I'm not at liberty to say, not now, so please do not ask me. Alright then, I won't. But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris, when the time is right. God, everyone has secrets! And that's how the manuscripts came to be at Mr. Windibank, isn't it? Yes. Haley said it had to be somewhere very safe. That really gets my goat, that does. He's treating you like a child. It's mean, that's what it is, keeping secrets like that. I'm sure Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. Eh? If he said he wasn't at liberty to talk about it, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason. I'm like, he's 10 years old. I actually don't know the Hound of the Baskervilles. I might, like, read it after this stream, see what's up. I guess it's the most famous story? I think so, too. You lot are too trusting for your own good. But he can't pull the wool over my eyes. Sholmes is lying to Iris. I bet my life on it. What? Haley's lying to me? Hey, don't put that in her head. She's only 10. I don't know, because lying about the manuscript, like, why? But he didn't really lie. He just said, we can't publish this yet, and I'll tell you why later. That's not a lie. That's like a stalling. Alright, Gina, let's talk to you. I realized that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. He's lying about eventually telling her? Oh, okay. I ain't got any, have I? Never did have. Oh. Look, the East End's full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us from the minute we're born, not even our mums. but we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones and make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Nah, diving's my life. I love it. I get a kick out of it every time I lift some pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it. Oh, Gina. I do think about it sometimes. What it'd be like to have parents, I mean. I always thought it'd make everything alright. But I haven't listened to what Iris just said. Sounds like having parents ain't always easy either. Oh! I mean, if you know you never had them, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet them. It's true. I do want to see Daddy. So much. Oh, Iris. We gotta tell her at some point. Gina, what did you mean when you said that you know Mr. Sholmes is lying to Iris? Well, he reckons he popped that mental script or whatever, right? Oh, come on. That's obviously a load of rubbish. Oh my, why would you think that, Gina? It's simple. If that story was really an old Windibank storeroom, there's no way someone from halfway around the world, in other words, you, could know about it. Sorry, Iris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. But Hurley would never do something like that. I'm sure of it. Ha! Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, a lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. Well, this could all be solved if Susato tells us what the fuck is going on. I'm telling ya, that mantle script ain't at Windibank's. You'd soon see it if you had a look. Ooh. Dad? I think that's a more plausible reason than her being a psychic. Because he said her dad is friends with him. Even if you think you can trust him, I don't. Do you really think it was her psychicism? I don't know, it's an Ace Attorney game. Come on now. That Sholmes is a liar like the rest of them. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. See? Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hid my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris. Oh my goodness, look at the time! Come along, Ginny, we should go back downstairs. It seems like she could read the minds while we were in court. That's the thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I'm just projecting, what's her name? Maya onto her. Yeah, alright. Please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you? No, of course not. Good night then, Iris. Good night, Gina. You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning. I insist. Oh, yes, please. I can't wait, Susie. Good night, then. But hold on. Why would she be summoned alone to the Chief Justice's office? I think she's gonna get framed for something. Iris, it sure is easy to forget, isn't it? No, she's just a child. And she's a genius. She knows how to act. Sometimes she speaks just like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. Well, I think it's time that I turned in for the night too, Naruhodo-san. I want to read the telegram. Arrgh! Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris's father. But also, the name of the murdered visiting professor at Yuma University. It can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. Mr. Naruhodo. Mr. Naruhodo. That voice. That's Mr. Sholmes. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. It's Miss Lestrade. She's gone. Gina? She was supposed to be sleeping in Iris's room, but her bed is empty. Well, she's an independent young woman. She's probably decided to go home, no? I think not, from speaking to her before she retired. I received a distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Mrs. Sato. No, I don't believe the girl has gone home, but I've been waiting for over an hour now. Over an hour? Oh. If you'll indulge me, look out of the window, my dear fellow. What's this about? I'm scared. Wait a minute. Why is there a light on at this time of night? Oh shit. That's Mr. Windibank's pawnbrokery. Mr. Windibank's... Oh no. Oh, you think she wanted to get the manuscript to show her? Gina! Oh, we cannot tell her luck about this. Could Gina have gone? It seems you have some knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? Oh, no. No, not really. Well, anyway, we must investigate. At once. Mr. Sato! Oh, you heard us. Dead body sighted. I'm betting my life on it. Well, wait, no, don't. No, I don't want to say that. I'm betting $5 on it. The door to Windibank's is... It's open! And the lamp is burning. It must be Gina, mustn't it? Oh, this is life on it. Let us hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come, there's not a moment to lose. Clearly something is afoot inside. Wait? Alright, I'll wait a few minutes. I need to stretch. There's no one here. Bitch, look over to the left. Oh my god, there's blood. That's a bullet. And there's blood on the right. There's no one here. Oh, yes. There is. Huh? Mr. Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes! What the? Has Sholmes been shot? Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo. But... After them! Go! Right. Blast. I've lost him. Hello, hello. What are we? Uh-oh. The alarm was just raised from this pawnbroker, sir. We know something about that. Officer, come with me! It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot. Shot? With the policeman close behind me, I ran back to Windibank's. my god! Oh my god!
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruhodo.
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door. In the storeroom. Hurry!
It's locked. Uh-oh.
It's Gina!
Oh, how the turntables! I didn't think there would be a fucking cutscene. Dina was knocked out and the guy was shot. Ah! I'll be alright, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay, this happened last time. After them, go! Find that door. In the storeroom. Hurry! Oh, fuck. She's holding the gun. It's Gina. In that moment, Windibank's pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221B. Oh, Iris. A telegram came, but all it said was, "Wait at home." Oh, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back. When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Ginny were gone. Everyone was gone. What happened, Runo? Poor Iris, she's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard not to let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know. Something awful has happened, hasn't it? Yes, I'm afraid so. Can you tell me if this is a spade? That spade has been in here since we started renting the place. Bruno, that's not a spade, it's a shovel. Oh, you're a shoveler, are you? I had a feeling you'd pick me up on that. Oh no, a pick is something else entirely. Now I've dug myself into an even deeper hole. Okay, that's all I need to know. It's not a spade, it's a fucking shovel. Get out of here. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Windibank is dead. He was shot. We discovered it in the early hours of the morning. Oh, yes, I had a feeling. You did? Well, I saw all those police carriages pulling up outside his shop, so I knew something must have happened there. When we entered Windibank's in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out onto the street and I chased after them, but got away. So it was one of them who shot Mr. Old Windibank, I suppose. I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment. Oh, why not? They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. Gina. Ginny? But why? Well, the thing is... No, Ginny wouldn't do something like that. I know, none of us think she did it. Then why have they arrested her? I'm sorry, There was nothing I could do. I will tell you. I don't understand why they arrested Ginny. It's not fair. What about the two thugs that were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they? No, I mean, Mr. Sholmes isn't dead, Iris. This is also horrible. The thing is, Mr. Winnebank was found on the floor in a storeroom where he keeps all the deposited articles. The storeroom door was locked from the inside. I see. He wasn't alone in there. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well. Oh no! And according to detectives who investigated afterwards... Don't tell me! There was no one else in the room. Yes, exactly. How did you know? It's the only explanation. Yes, the only explanation indeed. What do you mean by that, Bruno? Well? What can I say? I'm damned if I agree, damned if I don't. Oh, honey. So where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals. I don't want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. Oh, we should have asked this before. The last one. He was taken to hospital this morning. What? Well, we entered Windebanks, a gun was fired, and he took a bullet. Hurley was shot! No. No. It's alright. His life isn't in danger. Really, are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital? He's at St. Sinner's. They're tending to him there. Please, she's about to cry. Girl, I'm trying. Coach, please. I must see him at once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed. No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see. To operate? Oh, poor Hurley. Ugh. It was the two thugs who were in Mr. Windebank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see. Better than not telling her at all? Yeah. Earlier I was like, they need to tell her. At some point they need to tell her. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. Well, I thought she said she was getting her doctorate. Why are you confused? Let me see. Oh, this fucking was which one's a shovel and which one's a spade. Okay, yeah. I thought spades are oh no, that's a shovel or whatever you said. Go! After them! After that, I ran out into the street, but... well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. I let them get away. I think... that's a very good thing. Sorry? Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them... you might have been shot as well, Bruno. On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that. Oh, Iris. Where's Susie, Bruno? Still at the police station. Oh, why? I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while. Why aren't you there then? Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for long. And Mr. Sato stayed behind the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later. I see. Besides, one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early. You should have let me know, and I would have come to the station. You're a child. I'm afraid I'll need to go out again now, Iris. There's not much I can do at the moment, but I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on. I want to go too. Take me with you, Runo. I can't stand just sitting around here waiting. I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder, but I don't want to leave her all alone here either. Alright then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me. Oh yes, I'd love to. Gina's at the prison. Mr. Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed. And don't forget, we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation. Ah, I can see you're ready for action. I mean, she has all these gadgets. Maybe she can help us. I imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later. Alright. Hospital first. Because she's 10. Here. What a name of a hospital. Hurry! Oh! He's not here. No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she? Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home. I'm not so sure about that. Baby or not, there's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes has suffered. Oh! Hello, what are we? This ward is off limits, no visiting. So what are you doing in here, eh? Well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin. Eh? Oh, well, begging your pardon then, ma'am. Sir. A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. The great mystery solvers as a mysterious family, eh? If that's how you see us, sure. Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley? I believe he is currently in the operating theater, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think they would be done right now. Extensive? It has been several hours since he went in. Oh dear. Is he going to be alright? Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. What? The anesthetic, that is. Oh. Oh. I have read a report that the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Huh. Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that E won't be back here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Oh, poor Hurley. I won't look around. What does it say? Okay, I guess I can't look at that. There's another word on the wall here. Look. Let's see. What does it say? Thought of the day, on seeing any vermin, calmly and discreetly inform matron. Oh yes, they have rats and mice in hospitals like this that love to feast on all the medicine. If you don't deal with them, there's nothing left to treat the patients. Rats and mice? Oh, I see. This is a rather old building, I suppose. But the doctors and nurses are all very good, I hear. I certainly hope so for Mr. Sholmes' sake. Okay. I wonder what these are. Do you have any idea, Iris? Oh, haven't you ever seen crutches before? Let me explain. They're for people with leg injuries to help them walk. You hold one under each arm, you see. Right. Oop. Gotta sleep. I thought they were weapons of some sort. Why would there be weapons in a hospital? I thought maybe a fighter had been injured in a battle contest and been brought here along with his weapons. Inosuke. I know you carry a sword everywhere. That's surprisingly plausible. Let's look at the scene of the murder. This is where it happened then. Last night. That's right. The two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables. But apart from the policeman in here, you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of a disturbance. No, you're right about that, actually. In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking. I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals, all dressed in black. Night-night. Thanks for stopping by. Oi, I heard that. Oh, Inspector, good morning. I suppose I ought to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the two rogues get away, mind. Yes, I'm sorry about that. I thought you'd assign extra men to the beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. Ah, your ladyship! No one told me you were coming. I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see he has the very best medical care. Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are attending to him as we speak. And I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job. Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am. As you say. The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's in agreement about that. Would you believe it? It's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change. Oh, where are me manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some nice, refreshing fruit juice? And why? Are you thirsty, Gregsy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me, if you'd like some. Glug, 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 glug. Ah, lovely. How very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. I don't even recognize him like this. Let's look you around. Alright then, let's see what we can uncover. Oi, what do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything in here. Oh, but we were hoping to investigate. This is a crime scene for Pete's sake. No touching. What's the problem, Gregsy? Runo's a lawyer. You know that. Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are a thorn in my side. Of course, if Mr. Naruhodo was to have been properly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter. The accused? If you could show me some representation papers, I'd be only too happy to let you nose around. Did you hear that, Runo? We need Ginny to sign some representation papers. Presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. Alright, let's leave. Hello, Gina. They let you keep that in here? Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made. I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though. What are you here for? Ginny? I have a feeling it's because of us that you've ended up in trouble. So we were thinking that we might be able to help you. Well, you can't. Sorry? You heard. Get lost. Don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You'd never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. You think you know me? Pull the other one. Oh. You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. And if I saw me chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I could lay me hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. What is she hiding? But Ginny... I'll be in court tomorrow, they said. Some cove came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for me to like. Said it was my right or something. But I told him to get stuffed. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one. She couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried. Why are you being like this, Ginny? I'm gonna take a little, potty break. I'll be right back. Hi. My dog isn't eating today, so I'm a little worried. I gave her some peanut butter and her food mixed together. Ugh. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? You wanted me to sign some papers, rest presentation papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They'll pin it on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do. Why do you think that? Because that's how it always been for me growing up in the back slums, me whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell you, it'll get your mates dragged off by the coppers, or worse. I've had it happen to me before and all, been sold out and nearly snaffled on the back of it. You can't trust no one, that's the point. As soon as you do, you're gone to grass, dead. Tina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could forget it. Ginny! Don't you trust Runo? Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbroker's. There's nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me and you know the rest. Why, Ginny? Why would you do that? Ain't it obvious? The place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Living ain't easy, you know. It's a lot of work, and half the time you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest. Would be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blind bit of difference. Please tell us, Ginny. We'd believe you, whatever it is. Believe me? Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies, I have. What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies? What do you mean before, Gina, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you've told are? Maybe we can help. Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now. Ginny, please. Oh yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. A photographic print of a really adorable cat. Found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it. I wonder what a little photograph like that was doing in a pocket of that overcoat. Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye. Ginny? Let's look at this. This is an adorable little cat. I think it looks a little like Lagai. I always thought that cats like to curl up inside under the heated kotatsu blanket when it snowed. Maybe British cats are different. Look on the back of this print here. There's something written on it. 13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited 1 small box. Loan amount paid 10 shillings. Redemption deadline 13th of April, 9 p.m. So this photographic print is a redemption ticket. 13th of February, that could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? A small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it? Bruno, if Mr. McGilded still had a ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? Yes. If it's something McGilded deposited, we need to investigate. Okay. She's not gonna talk to us. Can you present this? Here, Gina, look at this. No talk. I wasn't saying you could have it. Oh, weren't ya? Well, when someone says I can't have stuff, it makes me want it, see? So you better hand it over now. No, I'm not giving it to you. I guess not. Really nothing else? I guess we'll go back here. We'll talk to him. So, how's the investigation going, Inspector? Nothing to it, really. A very simple case, this. There's some very definitive evidence. I'm just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact. Gina, you're going to charge her? That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow. Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me. Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could have lied to you, I'm afraid. I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you? What the? And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you? How could you? How could you possibly know that? I had a feeling, that's all. Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. You've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes, they were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat. And Miss Estrade is being held at the prison. She should be? That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Sinner's. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know. I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visit at all. Oh. The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair bit of blood. Oh no. It didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so. But a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know. Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They've got to stop that bleeding. But he will be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better. Of course, your ladyship. He'll be as right as rain before you know it. Really? How do you know? How do I know? Well, because... Of course. Ah, yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why. Better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again. Oh dear, please don't die, Hurley. I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theater. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector. What, Outwitted Sunshine? Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Watch the sauce, Sonny. I'm a copper and we don't go in for favoritism. But he's right, you do treat us differently. It's because of those Adventures of Sherlock Holmes stories. That's why. Oh. I crop up in them, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson. Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's. What'd you write about the inspector, Iris? I don't remember, really. It was one of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders, is how he put it. Oh, did I write that? And you know what that one line did for me, eh? The very next month, my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you. Oh, that's amazing. All because everyone at the yard reads them. I read all the Herlock Sholmes' stories. They've even set up a fan club for me. Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toady to me. Can you blame me? All it takes is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No. The great detective will say. He's getting quite overrated these days. Think of what happened to my salary if that came out in print, eh? The whole thing gives me the willies. Can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost to worrying about it. But that would never happen, Gregsy. Every month when the new Rands magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves. I want tea. Ah, lovely. Ta very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. Teetotal. Oh, yeah. There's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, what is it? I've got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it until now. An important message? I wonder what it could be. Can you just tell me? Are you going to tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant. Dear Susie, is she alright? She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe. Nope, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off? Where? To Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He summoned her. Ah, yes, of course, I'd forgotten about that. One of the whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage after we'd finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go and meet her there. She's got a nerve, using Scotland Yard as a bloomin' messaging service. I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. Why did Susie have to go see the Lord Chief Justice? She didn't tell me. But I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. Okay, maybe she will tell us now. Yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. You think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same about you. So everything is clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust. Yes, thank you very much. There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious. Very good. There is nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. Huh? Wait, what did he just say? Your return to your homeland. Susato-san! Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. What was all that about? Ah, Mr. Naruhodo. Thank you for coming to collect your colleague. What's this all about? Why were you talking about Miss Susato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow? Tomorrow? What about Ginny's trial? You mean... she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Miss Susato, what's all this about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as it has. That's not what I asked. What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill. Oh no! Professor Mikotova. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. 10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. It seems he grows weaker day by day. I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible. Yes, absolutely. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. Gina has been charged. She'll have to appear in court. Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the date of trial has already been set for tomorrow. Oh, the baby is crying! Hold on.